It's a wonderful springtime day, the sun is on the rise. The smell of mama's cooking makes me open up my eyes. The pride of being a country boy is something I won't hide. Today I'm hunting longbeards in the Ohio countryside. There's nothing like the smell of a fresh cut field of hay, or to hear a gobbler singing out at the starting of a day, or to hear a whippoorwill calling out when the sun is setting.
Well, I'm not ready yet. Don't go yet.
Well, we're there.
What do you mean?
It's on.
Oh, crap. Hi, everybody.
Oh, just in case you guys were wondering, I found the elusive Sasquatch. So I imagine this live stream will be pretty easy because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of questions that we can answer.
Yeah, maybe. We'll try. It's, I'm just letting y'all know it's almost my bedtime here. Usually I'm laying on the couch, sleeping here before too long. But we'll do the best I can. You're going to have to answer. You're going to have to get the questions anyway.
All I'm getting is, hey, JNULL. Hey, JNULL. Hey, JNULL.
Sorry, he's got this little bitty screen with these little bitty comments, and I don't have my glasses on, so I can't read them. So I'm just going to say hello, everybody.
I can pop that out, but then you won't see it here, and you'll think we're not live, and you'll think I'm messing with you.
Well, I want to make sure I don't be like picking my nose or something, thinking that the camera's not on, and then everybody's like, JNULL picked his nose.
Wait for it. There it is. Can you see that any better?
No, not really. No, not really. Well, I'm tired, man. I'm like,
Donna S. says, I love John's voice.
Well, thank you, Donna.
I love it too until I hear you got a pretty mouth.
Yeah, I'm not saying that I call him at 3 o'clock in the morning and go, hello, Wayne.
Yeah.
It's me again, Margaret.
He does do that, by the way.
No, I totally don't. Anybody going to the Catfish Conference tomorrow?
There's a Catfish Conference tomorrow?
I think so. Better be. We got a ticket.
Oh, that's right.
Is there a... I can't see those. I don't know if they're asking questions.
I'll let you know when we've got regular dude, evening all, hey JNULL, Wayne and friends.
Regular dudes rule.
John, can you say happy birthday to Carol, please?
Happy birthday, Carol. Is that Big Bear's Carol?
Mm-hmm.
She's a sweetie, man.
Oh,
Hi, Carol. Is she watching? Man, I hope she had a good birthday. That's awesome. I wish I'd have known that.
You do know it.
I do now. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. And I forgot the rest of the words. Something about happy birthday to you.
To you, I think.
Or something like that.
It has those words in there somewhere.
I'm pretty sure it has something about happy birthday in there a couple times.
He said, yes, you just made her smile, and you knew.
How did I know? I didn't know. You didn't tell me. Nobody tells me nothing around here, man. Was that dog barking?
Yeah.
All right. Let's get down to some serious live streaming here.
Gravy says, oh my God, that's a whole lot of ugly in one place.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. Hey, this takes work, man.
Yeah.
This takes a lot of work to maintain this here prettiness.
I think she was just talking about you, though.
I doubt it. I mean, have you seen yourself? I'm sure you've seen yourself because you're the selfie king of Facebook, man. You're always taking, I'm at their strip pits.
Yeah, because
I'm at work. I'm in the toilet.
People need to be able to see me. I mean, if they don't, I'm depriving them. If they can't see me on Facebook, I'm depriving them of...
What he's trying to say is if your screen gets a little fuzzy, it's not you. It's just his awesomeness exuding out and making everything fuzzy, and that's all it is.
You're welcome, by the way, for all those selfies. I'm just saying. She said both of you. No discriminating here.
Well, good. That makes me smile. See, I smile.
There's a lot of comments.
Insert awkward silence here. Yeah, I see the thing moving, but
There's
I can't see
not
it.
really a whole lot of awkward silence when it comes to JNULL0. He always has something. He's always all the time cracking me up. I've seen that, by the way.
How? You ain't got the camera on. The camera is on, right? I don't know how to do this live stream thing, okay? I don't even have it enabled on my channel. So I don't
See, there you
know
are.
if he's like messing with me and we're really doing this, and if he's making a video like one of them candid camera videos where later on he's gonna be like, ha ha, I fooled Jay. No, I told him we were doing a live stream and we didn't. Ha ha. Because I'm not a techie at all. Ask Blaze, Jason's son. He can tell you how not techie I am. He's like, oh, sure, you can do this, this, and this, and this. And I'm like,
Yeah, but
boom.
to be honest, he could run circles around all of us.
I'm like, I can't even spell that, man. How are you talking about?
I mean, when somebody goes talking like that, I go back to my algebra days.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like on the my fishing channel, somebody was like, you're a master angler. I'm like, I don't even like math.
When is Wayne going fishing with you, John?
Why are you asking me? Ask him. I say we all just start bombarding him with angry, non-fishing emails. That's my phone.
Oh, yeah. He's jealous. He had to get in on this.
Here's how we answer the phone around here. Who is it? Me? Okay, so Jason says we are in fact live and he's not messing with me. All right, man. I appreciate the heads up. And stop asking me, sending me them damn texts about not wearing pants and stuff, right? I'm getting tired of that crap. All right, brother. We'll see you, man. Let's see. And, man, this dang phone. You know, have you ever noticed, like, you can't just push the button to answer it? You got to, like, push it and hold it and slide it to the side or some crap. And I miss so many calls because I got to call everybody back because I can't figure out how to answer the dang phone. Man, bunch of crap, man. I had it for a week and I already hate it. And it doesn't do anything except ring and get texts.
He's not used to being fancy. I text him all the time just to mess with him.
Oh, but you know what? I did get fancy. Look what I got. Look what I got here.
Just so he has to text me back. Oh, I wish he would just call
Check
me
this out,
already.
yo. This is the coolest thing. Wait a minute. It's not working. Wait, there we go.
That's gone with the wind, man. I
got a flashlight on my phone. Even though I carry a really good flashlight on my belt. Just saying.
That's gone with the wind, man.
Gone with the wind, man. All right. So at least I know we're live now because Jason told me. All right.
You cracked me.
Wayne had a big old piece of cookie earlier. He had a big old piece of a JNULL0 chocolate chip cookie.
This
I don't mess around when I make cookies. All right?
This thing wasn't a cookie. This was not a cookie.
Yeah,
this was like.
Now he's all overstimulated and high on sugar. And
I haven't had sugar for a very long time, and then he gives me this cookie. Yeah, here. Cookie the size of my head. Look at these things.
Don't be a cookie hater, Wayne.
Oh, I'm not hating on it.
Don't be a cookie hater.
It's like. That's like 6 cookies in one.
6? Dude, that's like half a cookie. That's not even a whole cookie. Lightweight. See, you went and got all skinny, and now you're all, man, that's a big cookie.
Yeah, I'm like.
He's like, that's a big old cookie. I'm like, what are you talking about, man? That's not even. God. There's a time to screw around, and there's a time to eat cookies. All right, when it's time to eat cookies, it ain't be time to be screwing around. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I ate cookies right after fried chicken, so
you know what?
I'm
big fat guys everywhere unite behind the cookie. I'm just saying. All right, were we supposed to be talking about like any particular subject or anything?
No. Yeah, see?
Yes.
Palmetto says diabetes.
Maybe. Maybe.
That's just collateral damage.
Yeah. I wish I could read what them were saying. Man, they go so fast. I don't know how y'all read them.
Like this. Holy crap. That's a good cookie. Sound it out.
Wayne's gonna meet Mr. Fist later. Keep picking on me, Wayne. You gotta sleep here tonight.
Yeah, and I was saying earlier, I said I fully expect to wake up with a video camera in my face.
Yeah, and you're not gonna wake up with a bunch of pictures drawn all over you, I promise.
Yeah, well, I would say, even though we haven't been drinking, eventually my sugar crash is going to hit, and I'll be out like a light, and then I'll wake up with JNULL stamped across my forehead.
That's the plan. That's the plan. I figured I'd wake him up in the morning, I'll have the camera, and I'll be like, we're going to wake up Wayne, and we're going to do it real gently. Holy crap, the house is on fire, get out of bed! And then we'll sit back and watch him jump up and run around.
Yeah, I told Jason I was sleeping in the truck. The reason I said I was going to sleep in the truck is because he said at 4:30, this truck is leaving. You're either in it or you're not. Well, I'm going to sleep in the truck, and then I'll be in it.
Yep. Then you have to wake up to be at the Louisville.
No, they'll put me in the back, and we're going to have thunderstorms tomorrow.
Yeah, that'll be a good video. Wayne in the back of the truck in a hailstorm. Ha ha.
John, are you going to put his hands in warm water while he's asleep?
No, because it's my couch. I don't want to have Wayne pee in my couch.
You should be so lucky.
Maybe whenever I get about 30 years older and I put plastic sheets over everything, then maybe. So we didn't have like a particular subject?
No.
Okay.
This is just JNULL ad lib.
Good.
It's been good so far.
I didn't put my thinking cap on. I put my fishing cap on instead of my thinking cap. Well, sometimes I think when I fish, but not always. Most of the time I just fish.
Well, when you're fishing, you're thinking about fishing.
Yeah, this is true. But I always think about fishing. And then I watch fishing videos. And then I go to bed and I dream about fishing. And then I call my buddies and talk about fishing. Especially the buddies that never come fishing.
Mm-hmm. Trust me, I know that firsthand.
Call him up at 8:30 in the morning. Man, I think I'm going to do something today that's just a rarity for me. What's that? I think I'm going to go fishing.
I'm afraid to call him and tell him, hey, you want to go fishing? Because I don't want him to have a heart attack.
Fishing is a good thing. Find some
I
inner
agree.
peace, man. Inner peace. And you get to catch delicious fish.
Says, hey, John and Wayne from Buck in New York.
What's up, Buck in New York? Is anybody else out there in YouTube land getting this totally crazy, insane weather that we're having? We got frogs in the creek, y'all. Frogs. Like real live frogs that are over there singing and croaking, and it's February. In the creek, frogs. And it's been there. They've been there for like 3 nights. It's just insane, this weather.
Well, you heard them in January, too.
Yeah, we heard them a couple nights in January. We had a cold spell. It's got its good and bad. I mean, it's a good thing that we're not having to tote water 2 or 3 times a day to water the critters. As the firewood pile's still pretty much as big as it was back in the beginning of this quote unquote winter. But at the same time, I'm sick of mud every damn where.
I had the same thing last year. If you remember, the mud was just everywhere.
Bugs, man, bugs are going to be horrible this year. And we got everything that's putting on leaves now. The trees are beyond budding. They're starting to put on leaves. And if we get a good hard couple of days worth of freeze, then there's not going to be any fruit or nuts.
That means squirrel season's going to be a bust again.
Again.
Jason says, my frogs are singing right now. And he's from the south.
He's in Georgia, though. Isn't that kind of,
yeah.
Well, it was. We was talking the other day on the phone. And I was like, it's pretty bad when it's middle of February and the temperature is the same in Georgia as it is in Ohio.
That's crazy.
It's pretty wild, man.
Yeah, we're getting 70 today, 74 degrees. Home Place Journal says 35 here.
Where are they at?
I don't know. Where are you at, Home Place Journal?
Man, I don't see how you read them. They go by so fast.
It's 55 in Texas, JNULL, Susan Sullivan says.
That seems a little cool. I mean, they said that.
It does sound cool for Texas, considering it was almost 80 degrees here.
Well, I mean, she could be in the mountains, though. If she's in the mountains, isn't there mountains in Texas?
Mountains in Texas?
I don't know. I think so. I've seen it in the movie and on YouTube, so it's got to be true.
I've never been to Texas.
Ron used to live in Texas. Ron, there's
El Paso?
El Paso. There you go.
Oh, see, you were right. It happens sometimes.
Wait, what? Would you say that again, please? Look directly into the camera and repeat what you just said.
Everybody knows JNULL0's always right.
Whatever.
I was only wrong once. I thought I was wrong and I wasn't. 85 here today, Amanda's Garden says. I think she's in Florida.
Yeah,
I think she's down by Ricky.
Our internet weather dude said it felt like it was 81 today. And I was like, ew.
But still 55 in Texas. That's,
Yeah.
you wouldn't think. I mean, I wouldn't think. You might think.
What is that? What is that one there?
Which one? That one?
No, up. That one.
JNULL, my daughter loves you. Can you say hello to Jordan?
Hi, Jordan. Was that acceptable, or do I need to go? Hello, Jordan.
No. Oh no. No, you just scared her.
I hope I didn't scare her.
Put your hat on. You're scaring the kids. Central Pennsylvania, 75 today.
Even at the store, people are like, "Sir, could you step over here? You're scaring my kids." Daddy, he smells like tinkle. I don't need all that in my life.
We had a snowocalypse in Idaho.
Yeah, I've heard he's getting some nasty stuff way out west. But I don't watch the news or keep track of whatever's going on in the world. I really don't. I mean, I don't never know what day it is unless there's something going on. To me, it just doesn't matter. I don't know what's going on in the world. I never really. I don't know. I don't understand the world, so I just choose not to involve myself in it as much as possible.
It is sometimes he'll call me and say you'll tell a story or something and go, by the way, what day is it? And I'll tell him, oh, okay.
I'm like, are you at work? He's like, no. I'm like, what do you mean? Isn't it like Tuesday? He's like, no, it's Saturday. I'm not at work. I'm like, it is not Saturday. You're lying. It's Tuesday or Wednesday or something.
90 degrees in South Texas. Hit 93 on Wednesday. 65 in Arizona. And 80 2 days ago.
Empty. That's terrible. Oh, well. Now I'll just sit here and pout. It's my pouty face. It's like the picture with me and Ricky when he had the big fish and I had a little.
Jason says you're doing it wrong.
He leaves me messages.
Not the Big Bear Jason, another Jason. But I'm sure Big Bear Jason's thinking it.
Well, then that must be a thing with dudes named Jason, because I'll get messages sometimes like, I don't know what you're doing, but whatever you're doing it wrong.
Jason says if you watch them closely, you can see them sounding out words.
I'm hooked on phonics.
I can read just fine because I went to one of the gooder schools.
My school was more gooder. That was proper.
So we are going to Louisville, Kentucky.
We're going to the Catfish Conference. And it's in Louisville, Kentucky. Louisville, Kentucky. Louisville, Kentucky, for everybody who does not speak hillbillyese. Kentucky. Or as we say, Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Or wrong side of the river. Oh my God, I didn't do it. He went there. Yeah, we're going to go down there and try to meet up with some other dudes, my catfishing heroes, man. Try to meet some dudes and have a good time and check out some of the vendors and see what's out there in the world of catfishing. And if anybody's in the area, swing by and say hello. You may have trouble recognizing me. I'm probably going to be, I don't know, the big fat guy in a black hat and a gray shirt. That'll probably be me. I mean, I'm just saying. But you know what would be weird? Is if there's a whole bunch of big fat guys that wear gray shirts that show up. Then I could be lost in the crowd.
You know what? You'd be surprised. There'd be a whole flock of JNULLs down there just running around.
You never know. It is town. Crazy things happen in town, man. That's why I never go there.
You know, all you hillbillies look alike to me. John, which one are you? In my luck, they'd all be named John.
I think it starts at 8. We're leaving. My buddy Ron and Greg. Greg's not crashing here tonight. He's showing up in the morning. He better show up in the morning because we're leaving at 4:30. And whoever's in the truck is in the truck and going to the Catfish Conference. Whoever isn't is sitting in the driveway going, "Where's everybody at?"
And he's dead serious about that too.
Yeah, I'm leaving at 4:30. I'll already be coffeeed up and ready to go, man. I get up pretty early too. Everybody gives me crap about going to bed early. But I get up early, man. Sometimes I get up at 3:30, and I start farting around. I'm just up, and you do stuff, man. So.
Hilltown says, watch out for the paparazzi.
Yeah. Isn't that like the, never mind. I was, paparazzi.
Yeah.
You don't eat that, do you? I was thinking like popcorn, I guess. I'm not sure what paparazzi is.
Correct.
The tabloids.
Oh, yeah, because of the, yeah.
You know, when you see...
I doubt it.
When you see the Inquirer, they
Somebody
found
would be like,
Bigfoot.
oh, look at that. I'm going to take a picture. What the hell? My camera stopped working. What is this?
They found Bigfoot in Louisville.
Yeah.
Says, are you making a video
I
at
thought
the
she was talking about
catfish
something to
conference?
eat, paparazzi. Huh?
Are you making a video at the catfish
We
conference?
probably will. We'll probably take the camera along and see. I mean,
It'd be a shame not to. Lord, the 3-hour drive there is going to be entertaining
yeah.
enough.
Well, I mean, I can't properly stalk my catfishing heroes without a camera of some sort. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. I think it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be, it's going to be just a trip down there, man, with a whole truckload of us.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun and smelly, I'm sure.
Yeah, but that's all right because we're actually going deeper into Redneckville. If we were growing up north, I'd be kind of worried.
Yeah. Yeah.
When we get out of the truck,
Yeah.
people just kind of start drifting away from us.
Well, I mean, I'm anxious to go, but it's a little bit farther away from home than I like to be. Like I was telling the dudes earlier, man, it's been probably 13 or 14 years since I've been more than 30 minutes away from the house, man. I don't like to be that far away. I mean, when you guys see me making fishing videos down there by the dam at Greenup, that's about as far away as I get from the hills, man. That's
Go for Green canceled his event tonight. He was supposed to come on after us.
Why would he do that?
They don't know. He just sent an email.
Oh.
He didn't want to follow you.
Why? I ain't nothing special. I ain't nothing special.
Let's see. Someone asked me how I was, fair to middling. They looked at me like I grew another head.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know. Crazy things happen in town. That's why I don't go there.
Well, I told you that story about me going to, when I worked on the squad, I went to Cleveland, took a patient to Cleveland. A doctor, American doctor, couldn't understand what I was talking. He couldn't understand me. Had to have a translator. We're both American from the same exact state. He just happened to be 5 hours north. I said, what the heck? He couldn't understand me.
Well, it took me a while to understand you. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're transplanted though. You got used to it.
Yeah, well.
I honestly try not to talk with an accent. And I don't think I have one, but people tell me all the time.
Man. I don't give a crap. I just say what I got to say. So all that stuff that's going by, nobody's asking any questions.
They're talking to each other.
Oh.
I'm reading through here to see if we've got any questions. Deep South people need a translator. I know when they have those the alligator hunters, they're speaking English, but they've got subtitles.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of them shows. Yeah, they got subtitles underneath them. There's some dudes like that up on the ridge that you can't hardly understand.
Hope's Homestead said Wayne mine is so thick you could cut it with a knife. I know, I've heard you. She definitely has a good Southern accent. I can't have a Southern accent because I'm not from the South.
Yeah, we're not in the South.
If I have an accent, it's country, I guess. I don't know.
I think we where we are, even though we're in the hills and stuff, and we're Billies, I think we're still above the old what is that, the Manson-Nixon line or whatever it is?
Mason-Dixon line.
Manson-Nixon line. or wherever that is that cuts, from the north and south. I think we're still on the, the northern part of it anyway. So
Manson Dixon. That'd be a good presidential
yeah,
ticket.
Manson Nixon line.
I'll take hillbilly and cowboy accents all day. I can't stand the New York and New Jersey accents. I'm not going to touch that because there's people from New York and New Jersey in here. I actually like the Boston accent.
I mean, it just is what it is, man. You talk how you talk. It ain't like you can help it. I like dudes that's got thick Brooklyn accents. I've known a few of them through the years. How you guys doing over here? Man? Them goats is beautiful.
Gravy says she's been asking questions. I must have missed it. She said, I've been asking questions about John's beard, about his search for a boat. So she'll have to ask him again because I can't scroll. I can scroll up, but I never find it. So ask him again, Gravy, and I'll make sure I watch out for it.
What about my beard? I trimmed it today. I figured I better give some sort of shape to it before I go in there. Got to be all people-y tomorrow with the people everywhere. And plus, it was 80 degrees, man. When it gets warm, I trim my beard up anyway. And still no boat. I had a guy offer a boat to me, but it wasn't going to be big enough to be a river runner like what we need. Excuse me.
How big was it? 12 foot?
It was a 12-footer, and I just don't think that's going to be stable enough if I'm trying to bring a big fish in and a big barge goes by or something. I just see bad things happening. So, I mean, at some point, I'm not.
Where is Wayne from? We are both from Southern Ohio.
I'm not dead set on, a boat habit. It's not like I have to have a boat. I mean, we do all right fishing for the bank. So, we eat fish and we freeze them. We manage to fill the old timers' freezers up and stuff like that. So we do all right from the bank.
I would love to have a boat.
One of these days. It's on the one of these days list, So.
Yeah. Donna says, Wayne says he was born there, lives there, and plans on staying there. I was born in Ohio. I'm going to die in Ohio. And in the meantime, I'm going to live in Ohio.
Yeah, that's what I figure on.
Until we cross over to Kentucky and he kills us tomorrow.
When the time comes to put me in the dirt right back here on the hill.
And that's legal.
Go to Goodwill and get a 50-cent sheet, wrap me up, put me in the dirt.
You can do that in Ohio. You can bury yourself on your own land. Well, I mean, physically, I don't think you can physically bury yourself, but you can have yourself.
I mean, you'd have to time everything like really good.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
I'm sure I'm going to be dying tomorrow. I better go dig that hole tonight.
I'm sure if there's a way, you can find it.
Yeah.
Originally, though, my family that I know about came from Kentucky and West Virginia, and then kind of migrated up here with jobs, and Grandpa worked on the railroad. So I think that's what brought our family up here.
Yeah, some of the old original Scotch-Irish dudes that settled the hills.
I think the lineage is Scotch-Irish.
Yeah.
From me. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, like Uncle Bill and stuff. I mean, like, there's been Uncle Bill's family and the dudes that own the greenhouse. I mean, their families have been living literally here on this creek in these same houses for, since the mid-1800s, man. They've been here a long time.
Can you legally noodle in your state?
I think so.
I think you can, but
I don't do it. I don't have any interest in it. I like being able to count to 10.
When them snappers come out.
And that's just something, that's just, every dude's got their own way of doing things.
Is that a fish? Nope. That's a snapper. How do you know? Trust me. Trust me.
Now I can only count to 8.5.
Wayne, how long have you been on YouTube? I've been almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in June. I'm just a little feller. I still haven't seen anything from Gravy. Again.
Well, probably because I already answered him. Didn't I already answer him? She said beard and boat.
Yeah, but she didn't ask specifically about your beard. Like, how do you keep it so pretty?
Yeah. I have a guy that comes by every other week and shapes it up for me. Oh, wait, no, I don't. I have clippers that I put on a certain setting. I'm like, all right, I'm gone.
And I usually trim mine when I start eating it. When I eat, like
Yeah.
trim it.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, when it's cold out, I let it grow because it helps keep me warm when we're outside. And it's cold. It really does help keep your face and your neck warm, man. I don't care what anybody says. And then when it starts warming up, I'll trim it way back. And I just don't see the need to have a big bushy in the middle of summertime because, you know, when it's 600 degrees outside and I'm already a big fat guy, I sweat a lot anyway. I don't need that extra heat.
I don't know of anybody that noodles around here.
No, I don't either. No, I don't either. There's probably a couple dudes. Actually, there's a dude up on the ridge, an old timer on the ridge that used to noodle turtles up in the cow ponds. Mm-hmm. But that's a whole nother ball game.
Well, I'm not skilled enough to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, they did used to do that. They'd get down in the turtle holes and.
Yeah, they get them out of there one way or the other. I just set some jugs up there and get my turtles out of the cow ponds with jugs. I do all right.
JNULL0, we made bread from your recipe yesterday. Hold on. Had crappie sandwiches. Good stuff.
Very nice. Yeah, nothing better than some homemade bread, man.
Yeah, his food's all right.
Except my cookies, apparently.
His cookies are awesome. Just I need a shot of insulin after I'm done.
You say that
and
like
I'm not even diabetic yet, but the night's not over.
Yeah, just wait till tomorrow.
Shaving your beard makes you look less of a man.
I'm secure enough in my doodliness to trim my beard when it gets hot. Just like I'm secure enough in my doodliness to use pink grubs when the fish are biting on them. So.
Still plan on breeding pork chop.
Yes. We're going to try to do it in the fall again. We just couldn't afford to do it this past fall and this past winter. Just didn't have the funds to do it. So we'll wait and do it again whenever we can. Yeah, we're still planning on breeding her. That's her job. So it's just going to be one of these days when we can do it.
What, breeding her or eating her?
Yeah, well, I really want to breed her because she's got a good bloodline. And I really want to keep that bloodline going. And, you know, I could probably...
What's happening next on the homestead going into spring?
Garden. We're gonna redo our pheasant grow out pen with the extra materials we had left over from redoing the adult pen. Of course, we got the garden that we're going to be getting ready to plant here soon. Right now, we got some seed started. We got a bunch of cleanup that we got to do from the extra materials from when we built the shed. Little scrap this and that that we're not going to be able to use. We're going to have to get that burned up and cleaned up. And then just normal homesteading stuff, man. We got just living life, man. Doing what we need to do.
Do what you got to do.
Doing what you got to do, man. Yeah, I don't know. There's not gonna be. I gotta build another shed somewhere because I need a bigger area to work furs. In the wintertime, when I run a trap line, I need a bigger area to put a bigger fleshing beam and hang some more furs to dry, stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to build another shed at some point somewhere when I figure out where I want it. I'm not quite sure where I'm gonna put it yet.
You ought to build you a shelter right over the creek.
Yeah, I thought about that. And I might do that. I just don't know. Because, you know, that creek if it washes out, then I don't know. We're just going to have to kind of see what we can do and where we can do it at and make it happen.
To be honest with you.
Flat land is pretty precious around here, and I don't want to use up all my flat land for buildings because I got to have area to grow, you know, fruit trees and fruit bushes and gardens and so it's where we build it. It's going to either be down by the creek or it's going to be on the hill or in the hill. If I can get my buddy with an excavator to come out and dig out some of the hill, maybe we can do that. I don't know. We're just playing by ear.
Because you've got a really nice area down there for your cleaning station. I like that.
Yeah. And we can. Yeah, I thought about that too, building it in and putting the cover over it, and and then throwing a wood stove in there or something.
Wayne, read this. This is from Jason. John, we might have a change in plans for the weekend of the 4th. He doesn't even know if you had. He doesn't even know of plans. He can't remember.
Okay. Wait. No. Wait. Okay.
The homestead place. Wayne, how's the new coop coming? Very slowly. Just waiting on. I'm just building funds up to get the materials I need. It'll get there eventually. Your weather doesn't get cold enough for prime furs.
Yes, it does.
Usually,
yes, it does.
Usually.
I've already talked to dudes from the a fur grader from the fur harvesters auction, and we're already in the plans for having him make a trip down here to pick up our furs. But they've got to be early furs. Our coons and coyotes put their prime on early December, so that's going to be our target.
But what was it that actually changes the coons' coats?
The amount of daylight hours.
We originally thought it was.
Yeah, we thought it was temperature, but the fur grader told me that it's the amount of daylight is what triggers him to put prime fur on.
Jason said he'll call after this. Thanks for the warning. You know not to answer your phone now.
Off.
JNULL0, what kind of fruit trees do you have?
We got peach trees, pear trees, a cherry tree, apple trees, a plum tree. I think that's it. Did that say something about a greenhouse? I can't.
Do you have a partridge in a pear tree?
Yes, there is a partridge in my pear tree.
Home Place Journal said, didn't you mention building a greenhouse?
Yeah, and we still want to do that. I just got to get the materials. Now I'm just looking to get the cattle panels and the post so that I can really secure those walls that I built, arch the cattle panels, and drape it in plastic. Not going to really be much of a greenhouse as it is like a hot house, but
more of a seed starting place.
Yeah, and maybe a place to get us some extended growing into the fall, depending on the daylight and stuff like that. So, but yeah, we still want to do that. We can try to get an earlier start and have a little bit more of a growing season for a few plants down in that area. So, still want to do it. Again, just trying to get all the materials that I need together. We gotta either scavenge them or buy them. And either way, it takes time to either find what you need or save up some money and make a few things and sell them to get other materials and stuff. So
can't just go out and buy a lot of stuff. We gotta.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, I'm saving up money to buy boards so that I can make fur stretchers and stuff. So just one of them things. We get a little here, a little there, and once we get everything that we need, then we put it together, and then we'll start on the next project, getting a little here, a little there, and then we get into what we need, and we put it together.
Then we start with the next project.
Start with the next one. It just takes time.
Hen Feather Homestead, still learning. Is the host John or Wayne? I'm the host. He's the star.
No. I'm the dude just sitting here at the table, doing the best I can, not to sound like a retard.
And I've been sick all week. Daggone everybody.
Yeah, there's been something going on.
I brought it over here because I needed to share.
Thanks, Wayne.
Goldilocks Bear says this is the best birthday ever.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Goldilocks Bear.
Did you cross-pollinate the pear and peach trees?
No, I got those trees from a place, a little magazine called Burgess, and it's called the Postage Stamp Orchard. They send you these 6 trees, and they all pollinate each other, and the way that they have you plant them and the way that they've got them set up and the types of trees that they are, I don't know exactly what they are. I'm pretty sure they're hybrids, and they're all dwarfs. So, but they all produce the fruit. So,
John, When you pressure can meat, does it usually fully cook, or does it still require further
it's
cooking?
fully cooked. When you can it, the meat inside is cooked. All you have to do is just open it up and eat it. Open it up and eat it. Heating it would be good, but you don't have to do that because it's already cooked and it's already sterilized and it's good to go. Put it on the shelf and in a cool, dark spot and forget about it.
Oh, Goldilocks berry is Carol.
Ah,
I didn't realize that.
I didn't know that either.
Message remains the same. Happy
Yes.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Jason, dwarfs like Wayne.
Well, then you need to go walk around my trees out there a little bit. Maybe that'll perk them
There's
up.
not a lot of people that don't like Wayne.
Yeah, well, we're starting to get fruit on now. Them trees out there, I think, going on 4 years, I believe now. And last year we was going to get one peach that we were babying it, and a dang doe deer come through early in the morning and ate it. Now she's in the freezer. Ha! I got my revenge. That's
Joke's
what you
on
get
her.
for eating my dang peach. But this year they should start putting on a little more fruit, and as they get more mature, they'll start doing better. It's kind of like when you're starting any other kind of, berry vines or berry bushes. Sometimes the first year that you do it, you got to wait a couple of years to get them really good and established, and then they'll start producing real good.
So what are you going to plant in your garden?
Oh,
Vegetables.
Vegetables. Well, we'll plant the basics that we always plant, the stuff that we use a lot of, peppers. We'll grow tomatoes, we'll grow peppers, we'll grow onions. We're going to grow some lettuces and herbs in the new box I'm going to build there. Okra. We grow beans. I don't know if we'll grow any beans this year. I think we're going to probably try to grow some, maybe some pintos or something like that, beans this year. Because we still got green beans left from the year before last whenever our bean plants just went freaking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Man, there's beans everywhere. I think we canned up like 60 quarts or something. So... Yeah, but just
What's
the
your
basic
favorite
staples.
snap bean? You like bush bean or pole bean?
But I will always grow bush beans.
Bush beans are easier,
Yeah.
but I don't have much luck with them. I'd rather,
Well, that's.
depending on how much you grow, bush bean probably easier if you
Yeah.
did 60 quarts. Good Lord.
Yeah, we got them. That was only like out of 4 rows that were about 25 foot long, and beans just went crazy the year before last. But I like like some of the dudes will want to have arch some cattle panels or something, and they'll grow them pole beans, and they do really, really well. And then Gravy, she grew some beans that were like this big, some kind of big, giant, huge Asian bean that was like huge beans, man. And she did for real, and she sent me some seeds. I ain't tried them yet.
I believe you.
But usually, whenever we're planting beans, just like we just grow our staples. We make a lot of salsa, we make a lot of spaghetti sauce, we can a lot of tomatoes and tomato juice. So we're growing lots of tomatoes and lots of peppers and onions and things that we need to make the stuff that we use, that we like to eat. I realize, people are like, you can grow radishes and they're ready to harvest in 28 days. Well, that's fine and dandy, but I don't like radishes. So I'm not going to take up a row in my limited garden spaces to grow something that I don't eat. We'll grow some greens this year, of some sort, mustard greens, turnip greens. I don't know yet. But we grow staples. We don't grow fancy. We grow what we need to get us through the fall and the winter into the spring and the next growing season, so that we can, that's just how we live. We want, we know we're going to need, 24 quarts or 24 pints of salsa, or 24 quarts of spaghetti sauce, making spaghetti and pizza and lasagna, and all, just stuff like that. So
Well, that goes back to prepping and homesteading. That is how homesteaders prep. You grow a garden for the winter.
Yeah.
You grow a garden for the winter. And then you can for the winter, and then you come out next spring and you do the same thing, and it's a constant rotation.
Yeah, I get a lot of questions on my canning videos about how long stuff lasts on the shelf, and I really don't know, because we rotate through it. We don't.
A long time.
We don't can stuff to set it on the shelf for 10 or 15 years. We can it so that we can we rotate it out. Like every time we can a new batch of something, we put it in behind the old stuff. That way we're rotating it through. And we're always, that's just, it's just how we're doing it. So I really don't know how long stuff lasts.
I've always grown up, Grandma's canned since I've been alive, since before that. So there's always been fresh canned
jams and jellies and pie fillings and salsas, and I mean it's just all the stuff that we need.
Here's a question about wind turbines. Are they worth it? Are they worth the time and the money?
If you have good wind and you have a good turbine that generates power, yes. Yes, they are, because they make power. I got my wind turbine to make power in our winter months. We have a lot of wind, but we don't have a lot of sun, and we have a lot of overcast days. And on those days when the solar panels aren't making a lot of power, that wind turbine's spinning and it's making power. So it still keeps your batteries, some juice going into your batteries. So if it's something where you have long winters with short days and it's breezy and stuff like that, then I say yes. I think they're worth it because they work and make power when your solar panels aren't.
BC Truck wants to know if you're wearing foot encapsulators.
Yes, I am wearing foot encapsulators and foot underwear, BC Truck. Yes, I am. Are you? I guarantee you he's in shorts and flip-flops.
There was a question I missed. Oh, it was from Home Place Journal. Do we shroom hunt?
Yeah, I do. Last year we didn't find any because last spring was way crazy, and as crazy as this winter is, I mean they may be up right now.
I'd say they're close with the way the weather.
So yeah, we will, but it's one of them things, with the timings I'll be right. And we will. Yeah, my favorite ones to hunt for actually are in the fall, and they're called shaggy manes, and they are delicious. Shaggy mane mushrooms. I think I made a video. Did I make a video about that? I don't know if I did or not. I don't know. But yeah, we will. We try to find the patch of morels here and there.
And you can't just eat any old mushroom. You got to know what you're looking for.
And I wonder, if I had a time machine, that is what I would go back in time and try to find the first dudes who figured out you can or cannot eat this. Like who was the first caveman to be like, hey, Unfufu, look at this. And then the Unfufu goes back and tells the rest of the village, hey, don't eat this. Ugg just ate it and he died. So these are now off the menu, and we're going to go find these other ones. That's got to be, that to me, that's cool. Who was the first guy who figured out how to cook meat? I mean, was he walking through the forest during a fire or after a fire, found some deer that was dead and all burned up? It's like, this looks nasty. Oh my God, that's delicious. Hey, everybody, throw your food in the fire. It makes it good. That's what I want to know. How did we figure out? Anyway, I'm sorry. I went off. I do that sometimes.
That's fine.
Yeah, it is. The first guy who found a dead rabbit that was, in a peppercorn bush or something and cooked it right after. Was like, man, this tastes good. I wonder what that is.
Good night, guys. I have to work early. Have fun in Louisville. Donald.
Good night, Donald. I wish I could see those, but I don't want to put my glasses on because then everybody would be like...
JNULL0, that's a fake beard, right?
Yes. Yes, it is. I'm actually going to be doing a video about my fake beard. The product itself is called Beard in a Bag, and you just have your beard and you drape it over your ears. That way, if you have like 4 bags of feed and you just can't lift them, you put on your beard in a bag, and all of a sudden you can lift them right up. It's pretty cool how it works. Can't lift that feed bag? Try beard in a bag. It's macho when you need it, but when you don't need it, you can just take it off.
This is going to be the whole trip tomorrow. This
Yes.
is what it's going to be like.
And there will be some wind breaking going on. In between the jokes, there'll be some rolling down the windows.
And lots
it'll
of
be because
laughing.
Yeah. Beard in the bag. That's the greatest idea ever.
That's almost as good as Saggy's.
That's almost as good as my idea to make butt-flavored cat food. If I can make some butt-flavored cat food, we can make millions. Millions. The cat's got a full bowl of food, but he's over here licking his butt. Obviously, his butt tastes better than the bowl. So, there's got to be something to that whole thing right there.
Oh, my God.
We're going to put Saggies. I think we're going to put Saggies for sale on the website. We're going to put Saggies for sale on the website.
John, do you dehydrate mushrooms?
No, we have, but no, I don't. Usually we bring them home and fry them up. If we find a deal like on button mushrooms in the store and there's a big clearance or something, then yeah, we may dry some out, but not typically. Typically, we use them up right away.
John, how much land do you have?
Just under 5 acres. Just under 5, and most of it's pretty steep hillside. So
very steep hillside.
Ask Ricky. And that was one tired Floridian when we come down off the hill, man.
The biggest hill they got in Florida is that pile of dog poop.
Yeah, a couple of sand dunes on the beach, maybe.
They're all laughing. We're on a delay now. They're all getting the
laughing about what?
flavored
the
cat food.
Yeah, well. Danny needs some saggies. I can see that when it's on all.
Oh yeah,
Danny
needs some saggies, JNULL0.
We can fix that right up. Everybody needs a pair of saggies. You got it. You know what? We're going to town tomorrow. I'm gonna put on my saggies. I'm wearing my saggies to town. And the video will end like, well, this is when John gets kicked out of the catfish conference.
Yeah, that'd make a good video. We're heading into the catfish conference 5 minutes later. Well, that was fun.
John got arrested for indecent exposure because he's wearing his dang saggies. I think we will. We'll do that. We'll make up a bunch of them saggies and sell them on the website for like $1 a piece or something because there ain't a whole lot to them.
Has Wayne, BC Truck Brad wants to know, has Wayne fallen down on your favorite hill yet?
No.
Yes, he has, as a matter of fact. He fell down at one time when he was going up to the barn. He fell down the hill. And then he fell in the barn. And one day he fell. I thought you about ripped off the dang rabbit cage off the wall because he fell off. He fell down the barn. In the barn.
I can say for 100% certainty that they do an excellent job at putting their rabbit cages up. Because I slipped down and grabbed that thing, and I was literally hanging on it. And this was when I was fat.
Yeah, and it was like the 3rd time you was out here, and you're like, oh, crap, he's never going to want me to come out again.
He nicknamed it Wayne's Hill because every time I was in there, I slipped on it.
Yep. So I would say yes, Brad, to answer your question, actually the first 2 out of the first 3 times he was here, he bit the dust. He fits right in.
If there is a hill in southern Ohio, I have fallen down it. Like I'm the only one.
I fall down regularly, and we all got video proof of that. So,
if you're not falling down in the hills, you're not in the hills.
That's right. It happens. It's going to happen.
JNULL0, I may have missed your answer. If you did, I'm sorry. What meat rabbits do you prefer?
Well, we raise two kinds of meat rabbits. We raise New Zealand's and we raise Rexes, or some people call them standard Rex, or the big Rex rabbits. My personal preference is the Rex rabbits. They will take a little bit longer to finish out and grow out, but you get the added benefits of the fur. Rex rabbits have got really nice fur that's really useful. I mean, you can use it for a lot of things. And you're skinning the rabbits anyway, so you might as well get something extra out of the rabbits. We raise New Zealand's just to keep our kids on the creek in New Zealand rabbits for the fair, for the 4-H kids. And our New Zealand rabbits, we got a really good bloodline, and they have big litters and big babies. So, but the fur and the skin is not really, all that.
Did we just turn on a Sanford and Son rerun?
I don't know what that was. I think it's a text or something. I got to figure out how to figure it out and respond to it.
He'll get to you.
But anyway, if I had my druthers, which I do, then I would strictly just raise Rexes. But like I said, we keep the New Zealands around. That way, folks who want to get into raising New Zealands, we can hook them up with rabbits. And our 4-H kids have got New Zealand show rabbits, so because they're pedigreed and they're really good rabbits. But I like the Rex fur, and I think we boxed up all our furs that we had done. Otherwise, I would show you one. But what are you gonna do?
Jason's telling on you.
What are you doing?
About you falling down trapping.
When did I fall down a trap?
When didn't you?
Really? You went there? You went there on live TV.
I couldn't help it. You left me
Oh,
open.
here's one.
You
Here's
left
a
me
Rex.
open for it.
These Rexes are, man, they're so soft and they're so nice. When you work them out nice, and it's just,
It is nice.
yeah.
I can
That's
have
a
this,
broken.
right?
That's Uncle Buck's, as a matter of fact. This
Uncle
is a
Buck's
broken
not here.
lilac. But you know, like the black otters and the other darker colors and stuff, that's what we use to line our hats and mittens, and you can make blankets. You know, you can take and sew them together and make blankets out of them. It's really good. I mean, it's just good material. It's good material to work with. So
People say, you know, they can't eat rabbits because they're so cute, and they're only cute while they got the fur on. Once you get the fur off, they're not cute.
more importantly, yes, rabbits are cute and cuddly. More importantly, they're delicious. And that's what I base my judgments on. So, of course, I shouldn't really say that because, you know,
They are delicious.
like Sam Jackson says, you know, sewer rat may taste like pumpkin pie, but I'll never know. So,
I've got the white New Zealands that you helped me start out with,
yeah,
and they just bred Tuesday.
Yep.
So here in March, I should have some babies.
yeah, and hopefully that's going to be a good doe, and it's got a really good bloodline.
Yeah.
Because we got, I mean, one of our New Zealand does consistently drops, you know, 11, 12 kits. So,
And I'm hoping that the other doe, she's a little bit younger, but I'm hoping she'll be matured by the time the other one drops. Then I'll breed her, and we'll kind of go back and forth a little bit. Just depends on how many we get, I guess.
yep.
What price range do they run for the standard Rex?
Usually they're $20, $25 for they're weaned 8, 9 weeks old is usually is where we sell them at. We'll wean them and put them in a grow out for a little while just to make sure that they're good and healthy and everything is good with them, and then usually we sell ours for $20, $25.
There was a question that I missed earlier that I just now remembered is what wild meat do you eat?
What wild meat do we eat?
What don't we eat?
Yeah, we
don't eat possum.
don't eat we don't eat possums,
We don't eat.
and I don't eat coyotes, but my chickens eat possums and coyotes. That's pretty ironic. But when we dress out possums and coyotes, we boil them up and throw them out to the chickens, and the chickens get their meat. But we eat coons, we eat groundhogs, squirrels. I mean, everything out of the river: turtles, fish, deer. I don't eat crows, but I mean that's everything we eat. Wild rabbits. When the dudes rabbit hunt, I don't rabbit hunt. But yeah, everything except possums and coyotes, I guess.
Yeah, I can't think of. I mean, we even eat snakes.
Yeah, we eat snakes.
So
Every
I
time
can't think of much that we don't.
Every time we have to dispatch a snake, if we catch snakes anywhere like this, not the chicken house, if they're not a problem, we'll take them someplace out by the feed or something like that and turn them loose so they can catch mice. If we got a snake who's consistently trying to get into the chicken house or a brooder box, and you know he's going to keep going back, and we got to take him out, then we always skin him and eat him and use the skin for a hat band or something. We eat that snake. Remember last
That was last year.
Yeah, Bev came down, and as soon as she walked in the door, she come over and looked at the sink, and we had like a turtle and a snake thawing at it, and she's like, "Oh my God, you guys really are hillbillies."
Well, I came over one day and you had pulled one out of the nesting box.
Yeah, we had to take that one out.
There's a black snake, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
big black snake. He was good though. We cooked him right up. He was pretty good.
That
He was
skin
big,
looked good
man.
too.
Yeah.
That was when Uncle Buck was here.
Yeah, I think he took some of that skin home to put on one of the faces of his bows. And I had that one big black snake that I made that hat band for too, for that other hat.
Do we have a spring turkey season? Yes,
Yes.
we do.
Yes, we do. And we'll be out after him too. I usually don't make turkey hunting. Spring turkey hunting especially is pretty intense. So I usually don't take the camera because you can't make any mistakes or you're going to get busted. And I don't want to get busted. I want to get a turkey.
Yeah. I think is Gopher Green coming on because we're going a little bit over.
I don't know, man. This is your thing.
I'm asking them.
Oh. I don't know.
Remember, we're like millions of people are out there through that little tiny little thing right there.
Yeah, man.
Millions of people. That'll never happen. I don't know if they're going on. I don't want to go over top of them, but let me see if there's a. Yeah, 1 minute. All right. Then I guess we are going to go ahead and shut down.
Wrapping it up.
I
hope
don't
it's worth y'all's time, y'all.
I don't have a new saying, so I'm just going to use the one from last night or last week. I had to get over here and eat some chicken.
Yes, it's good. Real food rocks.
And it was real good. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Talk to you next time.
Have a good night, everybody.